Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Safrina binti Yazid from AT2222A. I want to present about bacterial disease of rice. As we know, sheath brown rot is a bacterial infection that caused by Pseudomonas fuscovaginae. It's found in Hokkaido, Japan, about 1976, while in April 2011, this disease was found in southern South Korea. In Korea, it's affecting 10 to 20% of the rice plant. In addition, this is the first report of sheath brown rot of rice caused by Pseudomonas fuscovaginae in Korea. The recent outbreak of sheath brown rot disease poses a potential threat to rice production in South Korea. Symptoms of sheath brown rot disease occur actually on seedlings and also mature plant. It typically occurs on the flat leaf shape at budding stage and on the panicle. Actually, at seedling stage, a systemic discoloration occurs, which may spread to the midrib or veins of the leaf. Next, infected seedlings initially show yellow to brown discoloration on the lower leaf sheath. After that, discoloration turns gray-brown to dark brown and then it rots and dies. How to control and prevent this disease? Okay, first of all, we need to use the clean seeds. We need to clean the seeds before use to avoid any disease attack our plants. Second is clean the field. We need to make sure the field clean immediately after harvest or off-season cultivation of a crop. Third is we need to remove plant litter. Next, sowing time, which is we need to adjust sowing time to avoid low temperatures. Last, for the control of sheath brown rot disease is treat the seeds. It is treated with the hot water at 65 degrees Celsius. Bacterial blight disease is caused by Xanthomonas oryzae. This disease is most likely to develop in areas that have weeds and stubbles of infected plants. It can occur in both tropical and temperate environments, particularly in irrigated and rainfall lowland areas. In general, the disease favors temperatures at 25 to 34 degrees Celsius with relative humidity above 70%. It is commonly observed when strong winds and continuous heavy rains occur, allowing the disease-causing bacteria to easily spread, allowing through ooze droplets on lesions of infected plants. In addition, bacterial blight can be severe in susceptible rice varieties under high nitrogen fertilization. Bacterial blight disease symptoms is when leaf turns into turbid. Next, when we check for wilting and yellowing stripes on leaf blades. As the disease progresses, the leaf turn yellow to straw color and wilt, leading whole seedlings to dry up and die. Bacterial blight is one of the most serious diseases of rice. Need to remember, the earlier disease occurs, the higher the yield loss. Yield loss due to bacterial blight can be as much as 70% when susceptible varieties are grown in environments favorable to the disease. When plants are infected at budding stage, bacterial blight does not affect yield but results in poor quality grains and a high proportion of broken kernels. to the control method of bacterial blight disease. Firstly, grow nursery in isolated upland conditions. Secondly, need to avoid clipping of seedlings. Thirdly, we must balance the fertilization and avoid excess. Balance the fertilization is very important when we grow the plant. After that, make sure we drain our field. Next, destruction of weeds and collateral hosts to avoid any diseases attack our plant easily. Then, we need to avoid flow of water from affected fields and maintain proper plant spacing in the field. Grain rot was found in the production of rice in Java, Sumatra, Borneo and Sulawesi. It observed and detected through the symptoms this disease has. The report about this disease can reduce yield up to 75% and decrease of wet grain or empty grain. The disease intensity is affected by environmental and physiological factors such as warm temperature at night and high rainfall intensity. The optimum temperature for the development of the disease is about 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. The tropical area of 32 to 36 degrees Celsius are suitable for this disease. For grain rot disease symptom, it can attack on seedling or mature plant. So we need to know all the symptoms about this disease. Seedling symptoms like brown, water-soaked soft rot of the leaf sheath that accompanied by wilting or soft rot of the leaf on rice plant. Bacterial grain rot usually begins during the milk stage and the infections which occur at heading become more damaging. While on mature plant, infected spikelets of the panicle are unevenly distributed. In severe infection, 50% of the spikelets actually may be affected. Infected grain is shrunken and pale green and then becoming dirty yellow to brown and dry. Next, method control for grain rot, which is cultural control. First, remove the infected seeds using salt water with a specific gravity of 1.18. Second, avoid watering to avoid it spread the disease easily. Third, keep the temperature between 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. Last, we need to make sure the surface is flat to avoid water stagnant. Last but not least, most of the rice disease influenced by the temperature and environmental conditions. The temperature influences our plant cultivation. For example, temperature too low can make the disease easy to attack our plant. Next, humidity on our plants is too important too because it can influence the plant to get the disease if humidity are low. Hence, we need to know the symptom of the disease earlier to prevent with a suitable method. If we prevent it earlier, it can spread and damage our rice plant. So, we can make our plant growth as well. Actually, method to control disease consists of cultural, biological and chemical method. But in my presentation, I choose any one of the method for each disease. Thank you.